Alright. Let's try some discard Dracula post-collector nerf, huh? See how that feels. This feels. Got Morbius here. I don't think I want to play Blade this early. Can we just chill for now? We're looking to play our cards that discard things a little bit later after we have some payoffs in our hand, such as Swarm. Nice. I'm gonna Morbius into the Shadowlands here. Okay, let's get Miss Wing as well as Blade turned into Hulks here in the Gamma Lab. Colleen always discards our lowest cost cards. A little unfortunate that we drew Lady Sif, so we'll have a 50-50 chance of hitting Swarm, who's one of our discard payoffs here. This turn could go really well for us, or could go a little bit poorly, depending on where these random discards go. Swing and a miss. Then we have another 50% chance here. Alright, we hit that one at least. I'd like to Hell Cow. It's pretty good with our swarms in hand. 1 in 3 and then 1 in 2. It. Nailed it again. Free swarms! Get your free swarms! That felt alright. We didn't do anything crazy with Apocalypse, but Swarm got to do its thing. Swarm's name does check out. Very, very appropriately named card. Almost time to infinity split our Moo Couch yet. Almost there. Long here kind of combos with our discard stuff when we have things like Swarm in our hands, so we'll play this out and then we'll play out discard cards at its location to allow us to get a bunch of swarms. One is getting destroyed, center or right, got it. Well then, I think we pass here and just go Wong on 4 into double discard on 5. That'll get Morbius up to 8 power. I agree. Snap's Balance team has done an excellent job with their game. It is refreshing to be playing a card game where the developers don't constantly annoy me with the balance decisions that they make. So it actually doesn't matter the order I do these in. We're going to end up with a bunch of swarms in hand. They have not announced whatever is going to be replacing the Nexus event, so outside of the Season Pass happening every month, we don't currently know what new card acquisition is going to look like. Just gonna hedge all the paths here, the critified spot. I guess they have Sarah, which could be scary, but a lot of the cards in their hand are from District X right now, so...
Assemble.
Our copy of Magic in our future? Hey, hit me, dealer. I think we're still just chilling. They gotta add 4 left, and they gotta add 8 center. No, we mulliganed and died in the last one to mono white. Was not great. That's how Magic be frequently. Oh, I guess if they play 3 cards here, the bishop gets bigger. Tank, easily win the game by a lot. Some things transcend specific card games. And really just across the entire genre. Yeah, you're not wrong, null pointer. And okay. Ooh. I think I'm doing nothing here. I think it's Wong. That's actually a great draw, because now Lady Sif always hits that. So I can go this into this here. And And we discard this twice. I want to do this a different way, though, actually, right? I want to do this way, because this is guaranteed to discard Swarm. Okay, chat, we're losing left, but I think we're gonna win some of these other ones. It sucks that all these swarms only have 2 power. So if I do this, this is plus 12 here. Is that enough? How I feel about Leader as a card. It's a card that definitely, like, it's super powerful, but there's, like, I guess the counterplay is, like, you're playing a synergy deck. If I hadn't discarded my Dracula, I guess we beat this, but Blade ended up doing that. It's definitely a card where when it happens, you're like, yeah, I guess that happened. There wasn't really anything else we could have going on here.
Frame.
It will never not be incredible to me that I ban more people who are Magic players that come in here to be assholes while we're playing non-Magic games than I do people from the other games when the chat's open. It's just like such a testament to how incredibly toxic that whole community is. It's like a good reminder that being in sub-only chat is just like the right call when we play Magic. Copy one of the other locations. Yikes. I almost think I want a Morbius middle. So we like set up Wong here and then hope to draw an Apocalypse next turn. It is confirmed by the Marvel Snap developers that a number of the bots at the higher levels look at the outcomes of what you're playing and then make their plays based on knowing what you did for your turn. And those bots at higher levels also know the outcomes of RNG things such as White Tiger and the Danger Room. And they factor knowing the outcomes of those RNGs into their decision making. So, objectively, the bots are cheaters. It is an incredibly awful experience and one that makes playing against the bots extra not fun when bots already are not particularly fun to play against. Escaped. It makes playing interactive cards that are disruptive basically impossible against those type of bots. And it means you can basically only play decks that just put big numbers into play that the bots won't be able to beat regardless of how they play. It's not even just about the difficulty spike, it's about how it limits which decks are playable into them. I've said this a lot over and obviously we're closed beta, right? So bots fill in like low player base time. But if bots are going to be a big thing when this game releases, there's no way it lasts. It's really important that this game hit open beta and a full release and bring in enough players that bots just aren't a thing you have to worry about. All right, Collector into Clin. Tinker's Workshop is great for us. Let's just set up Wong a turn early here. We really need to draw a Swarmer and Apocalypse here. Apocalypse would be ideal. Okay, that's a swarm at least. Yes, we do this. These aren't looking good for our hero chip. Carnage in their Ant-Man deck is interesting. All right. Be locked for board space here. That was the problem, right? So I could do this, but because Clint is locked up, I'm gonna have a 50% chance that Dracula discards Swarm instead of Apocalypse. Okay amount of power on the right. We're gonna have this will be 5, 11. Alright, where's the real Mysterio chip? Sick. We lost the 50%er on the Dracula, but we won where the Mysterio ended up at. Is great for us. Not bad. By pushing for Infinite this season, nah, I really couldn't care less yet. Hey, Racklord, thanks for the brand new Prime. This is my full-time gig here on Twitch, and I wouldn't be able to be without folks like you. Thanks for keeping me around.
Shiny logo.
I always like to ask, since I play a lot of things these days, which of my my content bits are you into? You jamming some Snap, some Magic, some Pokemon Unite? Either way, appreciate it. Regardless of which game you're playing, if you use Discord and you do support my stuff, you should make sure to hop in the subs Discord server. I got pretty active channels for every game that I play here on stream, as well as politics, food, sports, cars, all sorts of stuff. And a pretty active community. I'm gonna collector middle. I think with the Wong setup and now the Swarm drawn, we could probably make him pretty big this game. That's hot. That's super hot. I'm gonna snap on that one. That's a snap. Okay, and sick. So we get to actually just fill our hand with swarms and give this +7 power. Oh, it's more than 7, right? Yeah, because we lose 1, gain 2. Do we have 2 more? So this collector's 11 power. Nice nerf. Sorry, 13 power? Counting. Counting is hard, chat. Alright, our hand is full, so we didn't get to draw a card this turn. We're gonna play 2 Swarms out for now, and we'll wait and see if we draw our Apocalypse or a Hell Cow or something to play out to the Dream Dimension on the last turn. Hell Cow is probably the best draw in our deck, honestly, because it'll crank the Collector up in the middle while also adding 8 power here. Wow, that's actually kind of a tilt, huh? They read us that I wasn't gonna fill here. A little spooky, but could have just been good play. This Morbius is huge. Are we gonna lose right? Yeah, we're gonna lose right. That sucks. I guess we were supposed to play around something like that. It's close though. Good read from the opponent, or good ghosting if they were ghosting. I don't know what we're supposed to do there. Professor X is such a cheesy card. Huh. Is cloning bats good for us? I don't know that it is. Okay, so they're a helideck. Mr. Wong in the middle. I'd love to spike a discard card this turn. That's perfect. And I think we actually play the rock out as well, right? Because we want to just get our hand empty. Well, I guess I'm going to have swarms to play out, right? So maybe we don't play the rock. I'm going to discard 4 cards as is. That's close. I think I discard the rock to get Apocalypse and Swarm more likely to discard. Uh-uh. Do I just cast Apocalypse here? I think I do, right? Just like do this. Okay, so this last card's hella. Bring back some friends. Oh, wow, what a bad beat. Defeat. That's unfortunate. If Magneto would have flipped up left, we win. If any of those cards end up going left, we win, but all 4 of them hit the 50% right. Okay. Morbius into cloning bats. Sounds like a good old Morbin time. Oh gosh, and then the Bifrost is gonna slide off the things we cloning bats? That's kinda hot. Meow. I'd actually rather do this first, right? So that way, this is a higher chance to hit the swarm. Easy game. Hey, Pekin. Thanks for the 40 months. Appreciate it. Oh, losing my Morbius is super unfortunate. Wow. What a comedy of bad beats. End here. Should have bladed last turn with Colleen being a potential draw. Alright, so if I do this, each of these gains 6. I gain 12 here. They pass, they gain 18. So I die. I go to 30, they go to 35. Escape. This is the same person that cheesed us with it on the left, right? So they're just playing it in their Jubilee deck. Just like full Gamba on their part. Someone asked, when there is a card chance to assign to a random location, how does it decide? Does the number of open spaces impact that? It does not. So if there's 2 locations you can go to, you're 50-50 to go between them. I don't really like playing Blade on one. I think we just pass. The most common Squirrel Girl deck in the current format is Deathwave. So should expect a Killmonger here at some point. Although Domino's an atypical inclusion in that, if that's what they're playing. Man, we are just not catching any breaks so far today. Okay. Hopefully, these will go right and they will discard. I'll stay in for one more. I want to see where these end up at. If we get to discard 3 cards, the Morbiuses will be pretty big once the Draculas factor in. Well, I've got some good news, chat. Our plays are going to the right. That means we win, right? Yeah, get out of here. Nice Professor Cheese. That's what I thought. Sometimes lucky, sometimes opponents snap bad. Yeah, one of the two. $50-50 to lose a breaker there. No, because Morbius is going to gain 4. Because these two are each going to discard. So this is getting at least 1. So we're going to be a minimum of 20 in the middle. Yeah, 2 Dracula. And if the Dracula on the left hits Apocalypse, we win the left as well. Is everybody freaking out this afternoon, by the way? I appreciate a few new followers we had stumble in. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch and make other content on YouTube and places as well. If you enjoy the vibes of the channel, you haven't tapped that follow button, you should make sure to do so. If you're interested in more Snap content from myself over at Hoaglandia Snap on YouTube, I post deck highlights and other game news updates there 3 or 4 times per week. I'm also, I think this weekend we're going to do our first one. We're going to be doing some Snap live streams over on the YouTube channel as well. So even if you're not super into pre-recorded stuff, you want to catch all my live stuff for Marvel Snap, you want to make sure you're subscribed there so you know when I'm going live on YouTube as well. No one drop, we'll pass. Good old Rock. Nothing beats Rock. Alright, well I think we'll Angela to the right, because I don't want Angela to end up in Clintar, I don't think, with the Bifrost. Do this. Oh, that's a little unfortunate for us. Okay, so last turn for the left and right. Oh, that's an interesting one. Do we Dracula left? I think we Dracula left. Okay, and then I think we Wong middle, and we hope to just spike Apocalypse next turn. Because if we do that, we can go Morbius, Blade, Swordmaster, all right here. Okay, well, we can still win left if we draw exactly Apocalypse. 1 in 5 to win the game. Swarm's not gonna do it. It's a shame, too, with the Dakak here, super good disruptive card. With this Swarm draw, if these would have flipped up here with the Wong, we would have discarded 4 times, so this would have been 8, and then Dracula would have discarded again, it would have been 10. We probably have a good shot to win, but unfortunately we are bested here.
Escape.
If I had $1 for every time someone watching my stream told me something that they heard to optimize the algorithm on YouTube, I wouldn't need to stream anymore and I could retire. There's a million different tips of things that you should do this to optimize your stuff, and the truth of the matter is that none of them really work, and at the end of the day, you just have to get lucky. You have to be making, like, decent content, too, but there isn't really a this is the formula that works strategy. This is from an insanely successful YouTuber not pulled from the air. Sure, and they got lucky to be an insanely successful YouTuber. The industry for content creation is filled with what we refer to as survivorship bias, which is there are a lot of people that refuse to acknowledge that variance and things outside of their control are what attributed to their success in large part. And they just don't want to, like, they don't want to be like, nah, man, sometimes, like, and it's not to say that people that are successful aren't making good content, but it's to say that for every one person that's making good content and following every YouTube best practice, there's 1,000 others that are also making good content and following YouTube best practices that aren't becoming successful. Because at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, it's not really something you have control over. Alright, let's slide Morbius into the miniaturized lab here. Swarm is a wonderful draw. Oh, we got an extra energy this turn. That's kind of great. So let's get Dracula down then. It's nice. We'll do this into this, and hopefully we can set up discard Swarm a few times next turn with the Collector out. It's like another Hela matchup here. Hoping to find an Apocalypse, but our hand's pretty okay even without it. Okay, Hellcow's nice. Well, Hellcow, huh? Their total power inside of the Invisible Woman path usually isn't that high. So I think I'm gonna Hellcow and Blade to the right. So Dracula's not gonna be that big here.
Opponent snap.
Morbius gets a little bit bigger too. So I'm gonna discard 2 more cards total, which means that Morbius is gonna end up on 10. So if I do this, I think we end up in a pretty okay spot. They only have 1 card here, so they're just gonna like Hela and bring back a few things. And I think my collector's gonna get 4 larger, right? So I'll be 14 mid. So I think my collector beats Hela plus 1 other thing here. Do I need 10, 16, 19? Do I need 22 here? Would I rather put a Swarm in the middle to hedge that? I'd rather have a Swarm in the middle. That's close. It's going to depend on Hela RNG, obviously. I think I need to play the Swarm in the middle to win center, though, because if this is a Swordmaster or a Hellcow, it's a 6. Ebony Maw. Okay, well, I did need this center to win that. And we lost the 50-50 flip again. We've actually just lost every 50-50 during today's session. It's kind of brutal.
Frame break.
All right, give me a nice variant to make up for it. This is actually one of the worst variants in the game, chat, because this card doesn't have art on the battlefield. Why would you want a morph variant? I guess you get to look at it while it's in your hand. But like actually one of the lowest EV variants, right? I kinda don't really have anything to do here. I think we just pass. We kind of need one of our discard payoffs, right? We're hoping to hit like Wong or Dracula here, or yeah, Dracula. Dracula's nice. Okay, and now we're looking for Swarm, Wong, or Apocalypse are the things we want to see here. All right, Diablos. Are we losing Superflow or Mojo Worlds? There's no more flow. I chill for one more turn here. Give myself a chance to draw Apocalypse or whatnot before I deploy all my discarders out.
Opponent snapped.
I'm 2 out of 5 to be happy here. That's 40%. I think I stay in for a 40%er. Mojo has been played out into Mojo's world. Yeah, that's a great altar. Alright. And now we're torched, right? I guess we're not torched if I draw exactly Apocalypse next turn. So Lady Sif here will discard Wong. And then we can play all 3 of these, discarding Apocalypse a bunch, and then Dracula will make them really large. That's a Hellcow. So we're dead. Even a Swarm could have potentially been okay there. If we drew Swarm, we could have gone Cowling Wing into Hellcow right, and potentially powered up Collector. Nah, even that doesn't do it. I guess we could have like Hellcow Cowling middle, and then maybe one left on 7, but pretty unlikely there regardless. Okay, Apocalypse with Lady Sif. Apocalypse has been very elusive for us during this set. He has not liked being in our opening hand. That's actually a pretty decent pickup, because on 3 now we get to go Sif into Blade into the Clin location here. I don't know that we need that.
Opponent snapped.
He snapped. So, if I don't play Blade, Colleen is guaranteed to discard Blade. But if I play Colleen and Blade, Colleen could hit Swarm instead of Lady Sif here, so we get a coin flip. And then Blade will have 3 cards to look at that we're happy if he discards, so... If there has been a coin flip to lose, we have lost it during this set of Marble Snap. I'm gonna play Dracula here. Great. We're good to go, right? This doesn't need any power to win, because they've only got 10 power here. I'm not going to snap, because I think they'll retreat if I snap, because they know Apocalypse is here, but... we're good to go. Can't think of a single card that beats us. I guess Doctor Doom? They have Doctor Doom, it gets us. Alright, chat, we have a 50% chance to beat Doctor Doom. And naturally, we lost our 50%er. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Even before they nerfed this deck, that was kind of how it went for me. I'm not lucky enough to play a deck with this many coin flips in it. Like, our cube count is not good so far today, but it's definitely not because the deck's not good. Like, we have just been running, like, cold as ice at every opportunity. I think... Colleen Wing here, and discard these two. Squirrel Girl could be a bot. Huh? So we Dracula then? And then next turn, we Hellcow plus the Swarms? And we hope that 16 is enough to win left. Maybe I'm supposed to Dracula. Maybe I'm supposed to Dracula left and like move Wong into New York. Wait, they moved out of the Sanctum? Oh, bots. God, the bots are dumb, chat. They're so Alright, well, I think we win then. So I think we're gonna win this tiebreaker. Because our Dracula is gonna be like Xbox Yuji, right? About an hour, Bennis. Well, thankfully the bot pulled the squirrel out of the Sanctum and put it into New York. Well, not all of the bots are omnipotent. Some of them are just very bad and dumb. I think I want to Dracula into Atlantis. We'll see how the rest of the hand shapes up. Ha! I think we just Colleen Wing and don't play this, right? She lets me play it on curve without having to worry about discarding my 4-drops. It is a sweet Black Widow. You're not wrong. Huh. So do I just Dracula Atlantis still? Yeah, Draken to Jotunheim is nice. That's definitely true. The Ronin is not going to be particularly great against us. Our hand's going to get very, very small.
I am Iron Man.
Do this. I don't think they can put enough power into Atlantis and also beat what we're doing here and here.
Snap.
Because our Dracula's going to be 16 here. Yeah. Because the Swordmaster discards this up to 12, and then this actually takes on the power after the Apocalypse makes itself bigger. Can you ask why the Magic content is sub-only chat? I have a question back for you. Have you ever met a Magic the Gathering player? Hey, what's going on, Dara? If you enjoy Snap Stuff Chat and you're not following Dara, they're a great follow. They do a lot of stuff on both Twitch and YouTube. To be less blunt, or to be less obnoxious and more descriptive, there are a lot of people who play Magic the Gathering who it's the only game that they play, and they don't just only play Magic the Gathering, they live, eat, sleep, and breathe Magic the Gathering. And the type of person that makes those people, that they don't do anything else, they get so tied up in Magic as part of their personality, they tend to be very hostile to any criticism of the game. And I frequently criticize all of the games that I play when I think something's not great with them. No one drop here. Pass it on. Get our Morbius down here. Forge, eh? A Deadpool or something cheeky in my future, maybe? I think this is do we ladies Sif here? And like hope to hit the Dracula instead of the Wong? Could also Swordmaster and go for the full random. I kind of don't mind if Swordmaster hits Swarm or Dracula, so I'm like 40% on this. I'm 40% to be happy, whereas with this I'm 50% to be kind of eh. Let's let Swordmaster, it's more resource efficient too. Nice, Human Torch. Okay. It could have been worse. Wong here. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, I guess we're gonna get Dream Dimensioned here, which means losing Blade is bad. Yeah, that's true too. True, Tim. The number of times I've been called like a Watsy shill or something along those lines because I didn't choose to criticize whatever Wizards was doing in exactly the way they felt it deserved to be criticized is, like, really high. Alright, so our Morbius is going to be huge next turn, right? I think there's a chance that if we just Dracula here and then we Hellcow Sif over here, we have a shot to win this. Because our Morbius is going to be like Xbox huge. Because if they're on the Heimdall plan, they have a hard time... They have a hard time winning right, so 12 power probably wins on the right here. And then this, I'm going to discard a lot. We're going to discard a lot. I don't think I'm confident enough in our position to snap here, but I think I'm staying in, and I think if they snap, I am feeling okay enough that I'm gonna let them fish a little bit. We're not quite big enough to beat 25, are we? We're big, but we're not quite that big. Gosh, we're so close, though. 19?
Defeat.
That's fine. Opponent also wasn't confident. We only had to pay one more cube for that. Hey, that was worth staying in for. We definitely would be up cubes on the day if we had won an appropriate number of coin flips. We started at 80, if I recall. Gonna Angela to the left, not try and fight over hell. I'm not really in a position that I want to play out super proactively. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we Wong, and then we're hoping to draw Dracula. Or not Dracula, we're hoping to draw Apocalypse here over the next couple. Okay. And I think that's probably a snap, honestly, right? Because next turn we'll get to go Swordmaster, Lady Sif, Blade with two of them into the Wong location. So you should be pretty well set to win Sewer plus Hella. I feel like playing Morph against our discard deck is a mold strategy. Oh, they are a bot? Okay. Some of that cosmetics could have gone either way up until this point, but confirmed bot. That in the right order and make our number big at least. One of the hard climb when you play negative Sarah or Patriot. I don't know. Beat the bot and collected our 4 cubes, Chip.
Victory.
I think the #1 most important thing to do if climbing is your goal, and both of those decks you just listed follow this rule, is you need to play a deck that can just put really big numbers into play, because the decks that put really big numbers into play are your best shot against the bots that cheat. You need to be able to not give up cubes to those bots if you want to hit infinite at the current state. Ha! Angela to the left for now. It's nice. I can hide Swordmaster in the dark dimension here, so that way he doesn't discard until later in the game. Swarm is also an excellent draw here. So we'll get to go Morbius into Colleen next turn, depending on what we draw, obviously. Ooh, that's a Hell Cow. Huh? I think it's still just this. Huh. Collector's kind of a fun one to have flip up here at the end. Because I could do this, and then... Actually, we should probably just put both of these here, right? And we'll put these over here and we'll plan to win left and right. I need to leave a swarm in my hand so that way Hell Cow can have something to discard repeatedly for Collector. We snapped too late, said. Alright, if we can dodge Shang-Chi's, we can dodge a ball. Korg. Yep. Swordmaster adds a little bit more to both of our friends. And even minus the 4 chat, right? Like, this was still a 9 power collector post nerf. Super, super reasonable. Nothing to do on 1. Basically never play Blade on 1. Wow, sometimes lucky they didn't hit our collector. Love it. Disruptive ones. not in a great spot. We don't have any of our discard payoffs at the moment. All enablers here in hand. They have 5 cards in hand, 4 of which are the 1-drops they just played out. Let's play Dracula to the mid. Now, saving grace here so far is that the opponent doesn't really have any other payoffs yet other than the Demon Maker, which is nice. They're gonna Korg Iceman here, I assume. Really hoping to draw a Swarm or an Apocalypse, but it's unlikely with the number of rocks in our deck. I think we just passed, right? Maybe we play the rock out for the purpose of making Angela bigger. Okay, so there... We are... Big dead. Big dead, big dead. That'll do, Peg. I'd have snapped if I were them before that Black Widow flipped up.
Escaped.
She's a sweet include in that deck. Very good with Beast. Super unfortunate that this flipped up on 2 instead of 3. We just can't leverage the extra mana at all here in our deck. Alright, so they drew Korg for the turn. Oh, I can't play there because the miniaturized left. It's already miniaturized. Yikes. Alright, that's enough of that.
Escaped.
Black Widow definitely seems very good against our deck. We really need to draw specific key cards and have time to get to them. This is both a bot and Subterranea flipped up.
Escape.
I'm gonna just punt the cube and get a different one. Think I want to play into Hala? Definitely don't want to play into Weird World. I think Weird World is up there with District X for my least favorite locations. It's like, no, I want to play the deck that I built. I don't want to play my opponent's deck. How's the gaming been today? It's alright. The deck that we're playing involves a number of 50%ers, and we've been very unfortunate hitting 50%ers that break our way so far today. I love this Sunspot variant. It's so good. So slide Morbius into the miniaturized lab before I close up. Okay, I mean, I guess we Colleen here, and then we Helco. Yeah, we've not been very good at drawing Apocalypse either. Alright, I'm gonna snap the bot because we should win here with 10 and they can't play into Miniaturized Lab.
Victory.
If you go to any of my Magic YouTube videos, Wargy, you can find deck links to that. I have my Untap profile and all the descriptions at the top. I was really pretty whelmed by Jane Foster in negative. I think it's much worse than the Sarah variation that's going around, and even just the regular variation. There's probably a command, but I have no idea. You can find it in the YouTube video descriptions. Again, basically never playing Blade on one when I have a little bit more control over what he's discarding. Especially in a hand where we have Wong. Let him set up down the line to do a little bit more. It's nice that we've drawn Apocalypse here because we'll be able to Lady Sift that cleanly. And then naturally, we finally have Apocalypse in our opener, so Adelan has flipped up. It's the sickest of beats. Do we just Morbius into Blade? I think we just Morbius into Blade. Because, like, my hand's disappearing next turn anyways, so, like, losing one of these doesn't really matter. And if we hit Apocalypse, it's a lot of upside. Hey, look, we won the 1 and 3. Good beats. Cards go in, cards go out. And we redrew Apocalypse and Wong, so that's great. Ooh, Electro with Lockjaw is sweet. So Electro gives you an extra energy on reveal. Well, RNGesus has taken the wheel and driven our bus off a cliff. Don't.
Escaped.
I don't mind getting Doc-Ocked, but when it happens at random off of Lockjaw, it's pretty big deals, bad man. Electro with Lockjaw is kind of a sweet one, though. I have to keep that one in mind as something to poke at in the future. If played Lady Sif out to Asgard, that's a good beat. Sword Mastering. I feel like I might be. We discard either of these, we're happy, so we're like 50% to be pleased with the result. Alright, champ, we won our coin flip. That was bound to happen at some point today, right? We're eventually gonna win one of those. What if I go like Dracula here, Rock here, and then one of these is going into here randomly? If Lady Sif ends up here, I'm pretty sad. So maybe I'll leave Rock in my hand just to lower the chance of Lady Sif going where Wong is. Yeah, I think that's the play.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Cool. Oh, but this is the final turn now. We get big enough to win the right? So this will be discard 8, which puts this up to 10, so 18. So I need 4 more here. So Collector needs to go here.
Opponent snapped.
Alright, let's do it. So we'll win left and we'll win right. Sick.
I am Iron Man.
Collector looking good. It's Morbin time, Chip. We're gonna win. Oh, you know what? I forgot Dracula was gonna discard too. We actually could have just put the swarm over here, right? And we could have put this collector right. Ended up working out for us, but because Dracula was discarding too, I actually only needed a swarm here, and I could have put collector here to hedge them playing out right. So we ended up winning this, but the correct play was have swarm here and have this here. That puts us minus... Oh, does that work? It would put us to -8 here, right? 3 versus 11. Maybe that doesn't work, actually. -8 would be 21. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, it would have only been 21. Ignore me. We played well. Good choices. Yeah, Wong is up there with Mystique as like one of the best enablers, I think, for sure. All right, let's not play Wong or Morbius there. Can play Collector here, though. Notably, Collector is not an ongoing. It's a triggered ability. Hawkeye, Sir Cerebro, maybe? Oh, gosh. So Sif's gonna discard Apocalypse. Hopefully this isn't another Isle of Silence, though. Well, that messes up my curve regardless. Alright, that's fine. We couldn't play Wong out anyways. Let's Let's go Angela left, and then next turn we'll go Hellcow Blade left and get this Apocalypse kicked up, as well as the Morbius. I think I'm gonna snap here. We're in a pretty good spot, and we haven't shown them why yet.
Victory.
There is not, excellent. You just get the cards as you get them. I think there should be templating for triggered abilities. There could be counterplay to them. Well, Cosmo's kind of countered play in a way, right? As a lot of the triggered abilities trigger from unrevealed things. I do think a silence style of effect or a reset would be good for this game. Like set this card back to base stats and get rid of all modifiers on it. I think that type of effect would be good. I don't know that you necessarily need something to specifically counter triggered abilities. Great. Angela in the middle. Background is so good. I think we're just chilling for now, huh? Want to get Wong down first? Joke's on you, opponent. My Wong's going to the left. The old Sentinel into... Sentinel into my Cosmo Path. I think we just do this. Obviously, there's a good shot that we end up ditching most of our hand other than these two, but I think that's fine.
Systems go.
Hey, thanks for 3.5 years negative. Appreciate it. Sure. Elected too late. Rip. Yes, this is a bot. The bot matches are so lame, chat. Got a couple more in me, but we've had more bots than humans this afternoon. We're gonna do some weekend snap on the YouTube channel, I think. Tend to hit more living, breathing humans on the weekend rather than during US workday times, so make sure you give that channel a follow if you want to catch our live stuff this weekend. We're going to be over on YouTube, not Twitch. Again, basically never blading on one unless there's something like Dark Dimension available. Cloning that is interesting thought. Are we just chilling again, though? I don't really want to discard anything at the moment. Like, finally hit a person and hit bad variants plus a Black Widow. I mean, it's not even just about, like, wanting there to be humans to post highlights. I try not to put bot matches in my highlights. The game's just less interesting against the bots, because they're either cheating and omnipotent, or, they're bad. It's just not fun. Like, I don't care about getting to infinite, chat. It's like a little bit of currency and an avatar. I don't really give a crap about that. So they updated the Twitch partner agreement to allow people to stream on other platforms now. So I'm going to be doing both some Marvel Snap live streams on the Marvel Snap channel on my YouTube, and I'm also going to be doing some Pokemon Unite live streams on the Pokemon Unite dedicated channel on my YouTube. Because YouTube really likes to promote live streams on their platform, so it's a good way to grow those channels, I think. Nothing to do on one. Okay. Okay. Our hand is good enough this time around that the Black Widow doesn't matter, at least. We can play out the Widow's Bite into here is nice as well. Think I want to blade this turn. I don't want to risk spinning the Hell Cow, I don't think. Now let's go blade into Hell Cow. Oh, did I do that in the wrong order? I think I did that in the wrong order, right? This is actually kind of funny. Them giving me the Widow's Bite actually lets me get extra power here, right? Guess it's not quite enough, though. We'll only go to 24. We're still winning, though, right? Move Mojo World, unlock, and then Apocalypse is 16 mid. Do they believe in magic yet? Alright. Got him. I don't know why they stated for that one. If you have any bot issues on your YouTube live streams, nope. Is that why I've seen bots that are bringing comments from YouTube's into Twitch? So, you cannot simultaneously stream to both Twitch and YouTube, which is why when I'm live, like right now, I'm only streaming here on Twitch. My YouTube streams and why I'm telling people to go make sure they're subbed to their channels if they want to catch them will only be on YouTube. So they allow you to stream on other platforms without pulling your partner agreement, but you can't be simultaneously streaming to Twitch plus YouTube. Great. It's a pretty good one for us. Nice. Also reasonable. You just need one of our big discard payoffs, a Swarm or an Apocalypse. Huh. Well, with that one there, Wong is the same in both of these spots, so I think we actually Wong to the right. Well, now we definitely Wong to the right. Really need to draw a copy of Swarm next turn. So that way we can get that going. Want to get Collector powered up here. Well then. They're probably gonna debris mid, right? So I should Dracula left. Haley, they debris right. Okay. Interesting. I think this is okay for us, right? So we had 12 here, and then we discard all of these cards. So this will get 2, 4, 6. Oh, wait. If I discard 8, this gets plus 16. That doesn't work, does it? Huh? What if I do this? This would discard 2, which gives 8 to 10. And then this is 14, 17. We're still short. What if I do this? We discard 2. Okay, I think this wins right? Or this wins left, but we might lose right. Oh, let's see. We might lose right here. I'm saying this wins the right side. Oh my god, did we do it? I think we did it. So this discards our 2 cheapest cards, which is these 2. And then this is gonna discard a 6 power thing. Wait, what? Oh no, I forgot we were double. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I was counting this as we were only discarding 2 cards. We're actually discarding 4 because of Karmatage. And our variance of never drawing Swarm and never drawing Apocalypse continues. If we had drawn Swarm or Apocalypse, that last turn, we just win the game easy peasy, not close. We just put Hell Cow and a 2-drop into the right. Feels bad, man. Collector to the left. Oh, man. You actually just can't make this stuff up. You actually just can't make this stuff up. Go Angela here into Dracula here, I think. Well, if we do this, we're 25% to be super happy. Okay, 50%. Nailed it. See, chat? We've been storing up our cumulative variance, and our chickens have come home to roost. All right, so we're winning mid by a lot on the back of Dracula binning Apocalypse. So I probably want to put at least a little bit of power here so it's not free for them. But I also want to be able to contest here. This collector is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 bigger. So we're at 12, 18 on the left. I think I like this. Really? That's it? All right. All right, good stuff.
Victory.
I mean, to be fair, I would like the record to reflect. Like, we ran really bad through this set of games today, and we actually finished cube even to where we started. And some of the bad variants that we hit during the set with this deck wasn't even just our deck having variants. Like, 2 of the losses that we had, we queued into hella decks, and we like literally just needed any hella card to go anywhere else in the 50-50s to win those games too. So like, this deck definitely seems super reasonable still. Like, the fact that we broke even on total cubes while running awful in every way, shape, and form, I think is a solid testament to the strength of the deck. You're right though that this archetype is a lot of percentage plays, a lot of okay, it's optimal to play this and we're 50% to be happy and 50% to be less happy. All right, chat, I think I'm off for the afternoon. I am planning, like I said, I'm not sure which of the days I'm going to do it. I'll post on Twitter and in the subs Discord when I do. And obviously, if you're subscribed there, you'll get a notification as well. But I'm going to do at least one Snap stream this weekend over at the Hooglandia Snap YouTube channel. If you're into my Pokemon Unite stuff, I'm planning to do a Pokemon Unite stream later tonight after my kids go to bed, probably about 8:30 Central. We'll kick that off on the Hooglandia Unite YouTube channel. I'll be back with more live content here on Twitch on Monday morning. Everybody enjoy your weekend and hopefully get you around again soon.